All right, everyone, what's going on here? I don't even have an intro really for this. I am really tired. It has been a crazy day over here in Japan. I was trying to get a bunch of lessons made for my classes because for some reason my school decided to do YouTube videos for them for their lessons for the next couple weeks. And so I am one of the very few people at my school who actually knows how to do video editing. And it's been crazy trying to make these lessons. So you think a 15-minute lesson wouldn't be too hard, but when you've got the language barrier and everything, it can get pretty crazy. So, and then I get home until almost like 9 p.m. And then the Prime Minister is making announcements about emergencies and everything due to the virus that's still going on. And so it's just like, oh my goodness. Crazy stuff is happening. So anyway, let's quickly go over the big news that just randomly dropped at 2 p.m. when expecting to be at 5 p.m. But hey, regardless, we've got some EZAs to go over. And I'm going to say shout out right now to DBZ World. I saw a showcase on YouTube, and so I will be using a couple of clips here. So I hope you don't mind, man. I'm full credit to him. This is his video. I'm not by any means saying like it's mine or anything. But I just want to show you guys a couple of things because it does show off the trunks at least. So let's go through the two Golden Friezas real quick, and then after that, we're going to mainly talk about trunks, kind of see where he is. You know, was it good? Was it bad? Was it so-so? Best EZA? All that stuff. Let's get straight into it. All right. So first off, we have the Int Golden Frieza, okay? If you guys don't know, Golden Frieza's EZA is coming back on Thursday. So in less than 2 days, these guys will be available for everybody. But if you have the Int Golden Frieza, who came out originally way back in the day, and then the AGL one as well, they're both getting EZA. So let's take a look. The Int Golden Frieza, okay? So leader skill is Int type, or is Tech, Int, and STR types key +3 stats of 80%. It's whatever, to be honest, with that kind of leader skill. But let's take a look at what we're really here for, and that's the passive and the super attack. Passive skill, at the beginning of the turn, attack defense up 90%. I think he had like 80 or 70 or something like that when he's simply awakened. So that's pretty good right there. And then target Goku category allies, key +2, stats up 30%. Okay, that's definitely really good. And then if you're facing off against a Goku enemy that is not a youth Goku, not the Ginyu in Goku's body, and not the Goku Jr., then if you are facing off against, again, a normal Goku enemy, then you have a high chance to do a critical attack. All right, that's pretty good right there. And then for the super attack, you will raise defense indefinitely, okay? So obviously he becomes the Frieza you'd want to take into something like the Legendary Goku event or anything like the Infinite Dragon Ball History events, because again, those guys stack. If you stack on those events, you can just sweep the floor with them essentially, right? So unfortunately, the target Goku category is kind of weird, and it's under Android 13, who pretty much everyone skipped because it was just another Android league, and the target Goku category is kind of average, to be honest. I mean, it's got some powerful guys on there, but I don't know, it is what it is. But maybe it'll have some other uses in some other teams. I'm not really sure where. Just simply, you know, maybe if you just need somebody to can stack defense and just get through the battle and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's cool that, I mean, at least it gave the target Goku category a decent support unit now. I don't know, just let me know your thoughts down below. I really don't know what to think of him because, again, I don't use the target Goku category. I don't have Android 13. So if you're somebody who does and you use them a lot, let me know. What are your thoughts on this Frieza? And, you know, or is it really going to take a lot of extra cards and extra stuff for the category to come out to really make this Frieza viable? So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But regardless, that is the Int Golden Frieza's EZA. Let's go on to AGL one. The AGL one that has been around for so long and everybody has been screaming for his EZA. Let's take a look. So leader skill, for every AGL orb that you obtain, attack up 35%. All right, so that's pretty good right there. That's, I mean, we don't really use nuking anymore except for like the punching bag thing. But hey, you know, regardless, hey, if you have to do that event, then hey, that's an extra 5% right there. No, wait, sorry, 33%? That's 2%, right? Yeah, it's 33% right now when he's just TUR, so that's 2%. So, okay, there you go. Anyway, let's take a look at the passive skill again. That's what we're really here for, right? That's why we are truly here. All right, attack up 90% and +2 key if you obtain 4 orbs or more. Okay, so that's definitely taking cue from some of the recent cards that have come out where it's like, okay, hey, look, if you get 3 orbs, you get 6 orbs, you get 7 orbs, you do something automatically, right? So for this guy, if he snags 4 orbs or more, he gets attack up 90% and he gets +2 key. He infinitely stacks his attack on his super attack. So this guy can actually start to do damage over time, so that's pretty good. And then if his HP is 40% or above, he'll mitigate damage by 90%. Now, I think it's to no secret that this AGL Frieza is the best of these three in terms of being a tank, right? He mitigates damage by 90%. If you're before the EZA, at least it's above 50% HP, right? The Tech Golden Frieza is 80% if you're 50% above, and if you're below 50%, then it's only 50% mitigation on the Tech one, and then the Int one doesn't mitigate damage at all, but he now stacks the defense indefinitely, right? So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. What of these three Friezas are, do you think is the best? Personally, for me, I'm still going to put it for Tech Golden Frieza, which would kind of make sense. This EZA is just simply bringing the Int and the AGL more in line with him and kind of gives you some different options if you want to run them right. Because again, this Golden Frieza now, he's finally going to be viable for something like Extreme Super Battle Road. The Int one's going to be good for the longer events like Legendary Goku events. And the Tech one just works in everything, right? Tech has been used on Legendary Goku event, no problem. Tech's been used in Extreme Super Battle Road. He's just a jack of all trades, essentially. And then these guys are kind of more separate to the particular events, right? You want to really bring this Frieza into the Legendary Goku event, which, I mean, okay, you could just, if you fall below 40% HP for whatever reason, do not let this guy get hit. Otherwise, you're getting demolished, basically. So that's just something to keep in mind right there. But anyway, so Agl Golden Frieza, thoughts on him, guys? What do you think? Should have given something a little bit below the 40% HP, maybe 30% HP? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. All right, enough stalling. Let's talk about the real prize that we are all here to talk about, and that is, of course, the Super Saiyan Trunks, right? The one that has a lot of people have been waiting for. All right, this guy is definitely needed in EZA. He's falling on hard times, unfortunately. Let's take a look at what he does. All right, leader skill, super types, key +3, stats up 100%. Okay, very good. I'm gonna look at his super attack first, and then we're gonna look at the passive, okay? Super attack does immense damage, greatly lowers defense, and for 1 turn, all super allies gain 30% attack. Okay, so that's very similar to like what Super Vegito does and a bunch of those other units, okay? Passive time, let's take a look here. Okay, changes STR orbs to Int orbs. Okay, that's exactly the same, obviously, from his passive he's had beforehand. Makes sense. For every normal orb obtained, so it doesn't have to be just Int, it can be any orb obtained, you get attack and defense up 20%. That's pretty high right there. That's definitely really high right there, all right? And if you happen to be facing off against a Realm of Gods category enemy, doesn't have to be extreme, it's just simply a category, a Realm of Gods enemy, so that can be like a Goku, that can be a Vegeta, that can be a Zambas, that can be anybody, then you will change. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So you'll change a random orb to Int and excluding STR and Int orbs. Oh, sorry. Hang on. No, sorry. Rainbow. Sorry, you changed the rainbow. I didn't see the rainbow kanji there for a second because it's blending in with Trunks' jacket. Okay, sorry. Let me reset that real quick. So aside from STR and Int orbs, you will pick one random orb. So basically you're left with Tech, AGL, and Physical. You'll change one of those 3 type of orbs to rainbow, and then obviously the STRs will still be changed to Int because STR orbs are not affected, and obviously Int's not affected, so those stay the same. Okay, so that's pretty cool right there. And if you snag 7 orbs or more, which is not going to be very hard for this Trunks if you've ever used them before, then you are going to be super effective against all types. Now, one thing I've been seeing floating around on Twitter as I was taking the train home today after a crazy work day and everything was everyone was thinking that for some reason that this 7 orbs or more thing is only when you're facing off against a Realm of Gods enemy. Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen this in cards where, either they've used a semicolon or they've used an and symbol to kind of break up the passive, right? So generally, like when I make my translations, I know Goresh does this as well. We'll put a semicolon saying, look, okay, first part of the passive, attack and defense up something %. Then we break it up, right? Then they do this, break it up, and then they do this, right? We've done that for a while now. And then but sometimes with and though, and can be a little tricky because it's sometimes saying like, okay, if you do this and you do this, then you can finally get the whole meat of the passive essentially, right? However, I went back through the game and I was looking at some other cards, and even more recent cards, and I looked at LR Broly Trio here. The LR Broly Trio kind of does the same thing. They have and all over the place in that passive, all right? It talks about how if you snag physical orbs, then he's going to get attack and defense up, and then it has and. Then it goes into the AGL and, what is it, STR part of the passive, right? You snag 2 or more STR orbs or AGL orbs, then you're providing a boost to your allies in the attack, right? And they have an and. There's nothing to break it up or anything like that. So, and then at the very end, it says, and if you gain 7 orbs or more, you'll automatically dodge everything on that LR Broly Trio. So, for this Trunks, I'm going to say right now that, and I think most people would, hopefully I am right when it comes to this. I haven't even looked at Goresh's translations to compare it, and that 7 orbs part, that's no matter what. So you're gonna be super effective against this guy no matter what, essentially. So that's pretty cool right there, if that is the case. If I'm wrong on that little nitpick, and that's like a way that they wrote out this particular passive with the and it should have been this or whatever, then I guess I'm wrong. That'd be kind of a unfortunate part of the passive right there. But regardless, this dude is gonna be pretty crazy powerful. Now, of course, the big question, of course, is he the best EZA? I don't think so still. I'm gonna have to still probably give that up to the Vegito Blue. I mean, that dude's just crazy beyond belief. I mean, yeah, I know he's got to rely a little bit on RNG and everything, but that dude's pretty crazy. I wonder when that is gonna be dropping on JP. But regardless, this guy is easily top 5. I would definitely say top 5, no problem. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. So now what I want to do is I want to be putting up on the screen right now. This is, of course, thanks to DBZ World. I was watching this video, and so I just wanted to take a couple of small clips from it. Again, full credit to him. Not saying that it's my gameplay or anything. This is all his. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. But yeah, let's go into it. So up on the screen right now, you're probably seeing the legendary Goku event. And this guy was kind of doing like a hybrid Sans team, future team kind of mix and everything. And also a couple of the master and student pupil category, whatever it's called. Guys, sorry, it's midnight right now, so I'm really tired. But anyway, regardless, this guy is getting, he's able to utilize the fact that he's going to give this Trunks a lot of orbs, right? Because again, this guy's a nuker. He doesn't get any natural attack and defense, so you need to give this guy as many orbs as he possibly can. That's why he's got like the Gohan support unit. You've got the Vegeta who's changing orbs and all those guys. This guy, I mean, just give him half a field, he's hitting like 4 million attacks at, which is crazy. He's looking pretty powerful against this UI Goku event. He really is. Now, I do want to fast forward a little bit to the STR stage part, or the STR part of the Goku event, where it looks like that if you give him a decent amount of orbs, and I noticed this throughout his fight when I was just going through the entire video myself. And again, link down in the description below if you want to check out the video, so you can just watch the whole thing if you want to. But looking at him, at least in terms of the Legendary Goku event, because again, that's one of the more harder events, is if you give him a decent amount of orbs, but maybe not like a ton of orbs or anything, he's obviously going to hit hard. That's no question whatsoever. But he will get hit hard decently with no items, okay? Or I guess technically if you have a little bit of support with you from a support character like the Future Mai that he has in his video. So that is something to keep in mind here there when it comes to this. So I wouldn't be surprised if taking this guy into the Extreme Super Battle Road stage, you're still going to have to be a little careful, because if you don't give him that exact amount of orbs that you particularly need to get some decent defense, he's going to get hit hard decently, okay? And I'm sure a super attack, again, he's not mitigating damage or anything. He's probably going to hit pretty hard. So I'm definitely looking forward to testing him out in Extreme Super Battle Road this weekend when it comes up. So that'll definitely be really fun. But yeah, he's, again, based on the video clips I'm showing you right now, this dude, it should be no surprise this guy's attack stat is just through the freaking roof. It is amazing. So this guy definitely got a very good EZA in my opinion. I say he's easily top 5, no problem. We'll have to wait and see, though, of course, how his future EZAs come out for, unlike anything, someone's always going to overtake somebody in terms of the EZA. But Trunks, man, the fact that he just broke into the top 5, no problem. Hey, I give it to him. I give it to him right there. So again, just be a little careful, though, with the amount of orbs that you give him on the harder events. Obviously, easy events, he's going to tank everything, no problem, like any unit does. But overall, I'm very impressed. I am definitely very impressed with this Trunks, and I cannot wait to try him out. Hey everyone, what's going on? Again, I just want to give a last minute thought here when it comes to this EZA Trunks. He's going to be basically good in everything. And the nice thing about him is that he doesn't take the place of the tech transforming Trunks, because the tech one starts as base, the way you're supposed to do it, right? So the Trunks will be able to be on that team on rotation with him if you want to, because he's only really got 2 attack links. It's like Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan. There's all these random key links aside from obviously Prepare for Battle, which unfortunate is kind of an unfortunate thing because he's an orb changer and he's a nuker. I know it technically helps the other teammates that you might have on the field, but regardless, it does kind of stink he doesn't have at least one more attack stat. Otherwise, he'd be absolutely crazy, right? But overall, I'm again very impressed with this Trunks. I can't wait to see what he can do in the Extreme Super Battle Road. Let me know your thoughts down below on though, guys. Where would you place Trunks in terms of top 5, top 10? Bottom 5, think he could have done more, could have done, just a little bit more, or, they think you did too much, I guess, hard to say. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video, though. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one. Jane.